Today we're going to learn about chemical bonding and the three most common types of chemical bonds you're going to see in biology. Chemical bonds form between atoms to make molecules. And these chemical bonds are just strong attraction forces between the atoms. The electrons of the atoms and how these electrons interact are going to determine what type of bond occurs. And the three most common types of chemical bonds we're going to see in biology are covalent, ionic, and hydrogen. Covalent bonds occur between two atoms when the electrons are shared. We can see our two atoms here sharing these two electrons between their orbitals to fill that octet rule. A great example of a molecule that has covalent bonding occurring in it is carbon dioxide. We can see the electrons being shared between the three atoms in this molecule. Our next type of chemical bond is an ionic bond. These are when atoms are held together by an attraction force between a positive and negative charged ion. Sodium chloride is a perfect example of an ionic bond. Sodium gives its outermost electron to chloride to fill the octet rule. This means sodium loses a negative charge to become positive, while chloride gains a negative charge to become negative. And then once these become ions, there is an attraction force between them, and that attraction force is an ionic bond. Our last type of chemical bond is known as a hydrogen bond. These are very weak bonds that are usually represented by a dotted line. Hydrogen bonds form between molecules that have an electronegative attraction to each other. We call these types of attractions hydrogen bonds because they always involve hydrogen. You can see hydrogen here having an electropositive charge while this molecule has an electronegative charge. And that weak bond is going to be known as a hydrogen bond. A perfect example of hydrogen bonding occurs between water molecules. The hydrogen bonding occurring in this diagram is because of the positive and negative ends of the water molecules. That attraction force, although very weak, creates those hydrogen bonds.